please.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Can I thank the Minister for prior sight of the statement and Professor Gemmell's independent review into underground coal gasification. This statement highlights concerns about, and I quote, toxic contamination and exposures of workers to toxins resulting from major operational failures, and a great deal more. Concerns about climate change are also recognised in the statement and report. It is a welcome first step that the Scottish Government intends, and I quote again, to continue to use the planning powers available to us to ensure that UCG applications do not receive planning or environmental permission. And that's where that quote ends, and that UCG will not be included in the energy strategy. The report recognises the importance of the precautionary principle and states that it would appear, I quote again, logical to progress towards a ban. Surely, Minister, a similar precautionary principle applies to all forms of unconventional oil and gas extraction. The Parliament has already raised concerns about the unconventional oil and gas extraction. And will the Scottish Government now respect the will of the Scottish Parliament and introduce an outright ban immediately on all forms of unconventional gas extraction?
Minister.
Well, could I first of all welcome Claudia Beamish's welcome of the steps we have taken today. That's positive. I do understand the position the Labour Party have taken on this issue, and I'm not, I'm not challenging the right to do so. But I would just gently put it to Claudia Beamish and her colleagues in the Labour Party that we have proven today that we can take a sensible, precautionary approach. There is a moratorium in place which prevents any such activity of coal bed methane extraction or hydraulic fracturing happening in Scotland while we do the necessary scientific research to understand the impacts of the industry. The expert panel revealed that there were some significant gaps, and I'm sure Claudia Beamish recognises those gaps that needed to be filled in our understanding, and we are going through that process. We will then, once we have published the reports, and I've set out today the rough timescale for that happening, we will I commit to a public consultation, extensive public consultation, to allow the people of Scotland to have a say on this matter. And I think that's very, very important. The evidence that Professor Gemmell has set out is extremely clear in the case of this particular technology, but they have two separate technologies, and we try to deal with those separately in the basis that we have set out to Parliament before, and I repeat again today. So I've given undertaking the member we will take very seriously the scientific evidence that comes forward in those industries, but we'll also consult the public and give stakeholders from environmental NGOs through to the industry and the wider public the chance to have a say on that evidence and to augment it where necessary or criticise it where they feel that's justified.
Thank you. Angus MacDonald.